And good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday. Yes, I know I'm going live and it's 3:58 in the afternoon, but hey, I got to stick with my tagline. Got to stick with my tagline. Hope you were off to a great start to your day. Spent some time in prayer, meditation, Bible reading, Bible study. Um, Should be a short message today. Not too much of my own views. I'll get to it. The takeaway is, were you there? And by all accounts, you were. I was there. We were all there. What am I talking about? There was this song by an artist named Shai Linne, and if you've been watching me for any amount of time, you know I'm a really big fan of Shai Linne. To quote Paul Washer, he reaches people that Jonathan Edwards couldn't reach, that Luther couldn't reach, that probably a lot of our pastors can't or couldn't reach. So, but he does have a song called "Were You There? Were You There?" Um, I'll do a quick quote from the song. It goes, so now he stands before the crowd doomed to die, stands before the crowd doomed to die. An angry mob, who's yelling out, crucify. The way they treat the Lord of glory is debased and it's foul, but you miss the point if you don't see your face in the crowd. Of course, we know the story. You know, crucify him, crucify him, crucify him. And Pilate's like, I find no fault with this man. But we know how that story ends. And towards the end of this song, and I really strongly recommend that you give it a listen to, a pastor named John Piper. I'm sure you talked to him about him before. Great book, 50 Reasons Why Jesus Came to Die. Um, it closes with a part of a sermon that he gave. And so let me quote that from you, quote that for you, for you, for you. Were you there when they crucified my Lord? The old Negro spiritual song asked. And we must answer, yes, we were there. Not as spectators only, but as participants, guilty participants. Plotting, scheming, betraying, and handing him over to be crucified. We may try to wash our hands of responsibility like Pilate, but our attempt will be futile. Before we can see something, before we can see the cross as something done for us, before we can see the cross as something done for us, leading us to faith and worship, we have to see it as something done by us. We have to see the cross as something done by us, leading us to repentance. And he closes with, only the man or woman who is prepared to own his share of guilt of the cross, only the man or woman who is prepared to share his own guilt of the cross may claim his share in its grace. It's pretty profound. Why did I bring about this up today? I kind of quote that if you were to call me and I don't answer, and if I don't know you and your number doesn't pop up, I probably won't answer. That's kind of part of my message, my voicemail message. You know, were you there when they crucified my Lord? And some people are like, hey, wait a minute. You know, I wasn't there, and you know, not an argument ensued. But it did remind me yesterday as I was driving around town of this. It's in Matthew's Gospel, chapter 10. Starts at verse 34. Um, and this is Jesus talking here. Do not think, do not think that I have come to bring peace to the earth. I have not come to bring peace, but a sword. For I have come to set a man against his father, and a daughter against her mother, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a person's enemies will be those of his own household. Whoever loves father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And whoever loves son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And whoever does not take his cross and follow me is not worthy of me. Whoever finds his life will lose it, and whoever loses his life for my sake will find it. Before you go like, key word in that. Oh, lost my train of thought. Where am I? Whoever loves father or mother more than me, more. It's not one or the other. You can still love. I love my mother. I love my father. I love a lot of people. But I have to, as a Christ follower, and if I want to be true to his word and live by his word, I have to love Jesus more than anybody else in the world. Easier said than done. How do you love Jesus? Get to know him. How do you get to know him? Read his word. Plain and simple. It's not rocket science. Not rocket science. Anyways, thank you for your time. I wanted to get this message out today. It had been a while. Hopefully you went back and watched the story on, or the message on Cain and Abel. That was fun to do, as well as the two-part on humility. With humility, again, desire and prayer, desire and prayer, desire and prayer. To quote Kendrick Lamar, sometimes you got to go back and remember when, or continue to eat a bunch of syrup sandwiches. Thank you for your time. Have a great and awesome day, or what's left of it. Spend some time in his word. Pray without ceasing. Next up for me, I wanted to do Psalm 119. I had to order a commentary by John Calvin on Psalm 119 to really do it justice. So I'll come up with some other ideas, unless you guys want to give me one or two. My commentary on Psalm 119 should be here around the 8th or 9th of March, so I will dig into that. I do believe it is the longest psalm in the Bible. Speaking of psalms, I have been really getting into those. That book I showed you last week by Bonhoeffer, praying the Psalms, kind of broke it down scientifically. There's various topics of the Psalms, and so I try to spend, takes me about 20 minutes a day to pray those. And the key words, or the key thought as you sit down to read your Psalm, at least according to Bonhoeffer, is to, where is Jesus Christ in there? And if you look hard enough and deep enough, you will find him. So again, thank you for your time. Have a great and awesome day. We will talk to you soon. If not tomorrow, the next day. Talk to you later.